Today is a consumer Bharatiya Grahak Divas, 24th of December. The history of the Bharatiya Grahak Divas goes back to 24th December 1986, when Consumer Protection Bill was enacted first time in India. But let me tell you, the consumer are not the consumer bill is not the one which actually has given a protection to the consumer in India. The history goes back up to actually Arya Chanakya's time, when the Chanakya has given a very clear guideline how the consumer interest should be protected, and if is not, what should be the penal action or the penalty action. So, nevertheless, the consumer protection is so important, and we have CCPA, and under FSSAI also, consumer can check the product at the cost of by the government, and there are powers given to the consumer. So this FSSAI has empowered the consumer. Everybody should know. And Eat Right campaigning, which we are doing, and through that also we are time to time giving importance to the consumer rights. Because in any country, if the consumers are more evolved, the things will run smooth. If we know our rights, other will not ignore it, other will not exploit it. So for any matured country, any matured system, any matured society, I think we should know our rights. And here the consumers are not asking anything beyond what they deserve to get it. So the consumer rights are very important. Today's topic is about the traditional wisdom and the traditional food called super ahar. So it is a combination of fusion of super and ahara. So ahara is the coined word, which is a Sanskrit word, and super is the English word. I don't know why Shubha has coined this name, but that shows you have to blend the science with the tradition. That doesn't mean that science was not there in the tradition. We have not decoded it. More you go inside it, more science you can decode it. It's up to us. I have prepared some one or two slides while coming in the car today morning, because I felt that when Dr. Rohini is speaking, I should not just speak from the heart. I also should give some science, because super ahara is a fusion word of super and ahara. Super is the trade, super is the now the trending word. So I request ITC team. So this super ahar is what we actually eat. And in Sanskrit, in our tradition, we said ahar, vihar, and nidra. So ahar what we eat, vihar what we go around, how is our lifestyle. So super ahar, I don't know what Dr. Rohini is going to show, but what I felt about this topic is, please go to the next slide. I was referring to the Bhagavad Gita, and somebody will say, what you are talking about Bhagavad Gita? But my friends, I am not talking about any religious belief of Bhagavad Gita. Now I am quoting a Bhagavad Gita as a food technology, food safety book. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17.8. It reads as Ayu Sattva Bala Rogyam Sukham Priti Vardhana Rasya Snigdha Sthira Vrudya Ahara Satvika Priya. Just to tell you, from last 1.5 months, I'm only reading the chapter 17, and specifically 17.7, 17.8, 17.9, 17.10, 17.12. Today, I'm only going to explain you 17.8. So much of wisdom is here in this shloka, if you can understand Sanskrit, but I'm going to decode it in Hindi and also in English. What kind of knowledge Bhagwan has actually narrated to Arjuna, what ahara one should eat when you want to eat satvik bhojan. Satvik is what actually the super ahar, what Shubha want to say. So satvik food is a super bhojan. Satvik food is a super ahara, which I mean it. Every person deserve to get the satvik food. So let's decode what satvik food Bhagwan has written. And again, do not correlate this as a religious belief. This is a pure scientific one. Next slide, please. And this is my last slide. See, everybody knows that what we eat impact the food. What we eat gives you the strength, or it impacts on your body. So As per this shloka, what it has given, a food. So I am actually reading the second stanza first, second line first, and the first line uh, later. So it has given actually the effect of the food and from what food those effects can come. It is beautifully narrated. A food should be juicy, food should be fibrous, food should be with good snigdha, good fat, which we talk about omega 3. All I think it has been given. Good food should be good for heart. Food should be stable, so it should not be unstable. So it should be good preserved food. That food is a sattvic food. And what effect it gives? It gives you long life. Now we know many actives which gives the long life, and so many companies are claiming it in nutraceutical or in Ayurvedic food. A food which gives strength. Strength food means it should be high in protein. Food which gives you happiness. Happiness is something we don't know which active can contribute to the happiness. Which dopamine should get increased. The hormone which is responsible called happy hormone. So now, Dr. Rohini, it is your duty to find out and tell us what kind of food to eat to get you the happiness. It could be the carbohydrate of right carbohydrate. It could be something which activates your mental stage of happiness. Then health. And last one, which excited my actually food technological knowledge, love. What could be the food which will increase the love? Love amongst each other. This is a sattvic bhojan. Now, as a food technologist, we have a challenge to decode and we have challenge to make the product which will give me long life, which will give me strength, which will give me happiness, which will give me health, which will give me love. Dr. Rohini and Dr. Shubha, I was all surprised. We talked about long life. There are many foods. Strength, many foods. Happiness, yes, some chocolate also make a claim of happiness through the cocoa and all. Health, we also know that what are the good health food and good food. Love is something which was not in my dictionary of calling. What food can give the love? My nani used to say that whenever you are going for any examination, please eat curd and sugar while going. That combination gives your mind stability. That combination gives you mind some kind of calmness so you can reproduce your brain for your examination. So that is called as the happy food. So that is the happiness food. It could be, I don't know. But I am still yet to understand what could be the increase in the love food. What is that love hormones which will get ignited through the food? So going back to the earlier slide, please, just to sum up that everybody deserve to get a sattvic food in 17.7. Please go back to the earlier slide. Shubha, can you go back to the earlier slide, please?
Yes.
So again, I'm narrating is Ayusatva bala rogyam sukham priti vardhana rasya snigdha sthira rudya ahara satvika priya. So to read it ulta, sattvic food is the food which has rasya. Rasya is a juicy and fiber. Snigdha means a good fat. Sthira, stable. In ahara, which gives ayu sattva bala rogyam. Ayu is ayushya, sattva is, we know that health, bala is strength, arogya, sukh, happiness, priti, love. Vivedardana, जो बढ़ाता है. I think it only gives you that our tradition, our books of history books or whatever has enough science. It is just need to decode it and take this challenge, find out which food contains what and start eating. That become your sattvic food. Thank you for inviting me. I think today's super ahara is nothing but going back to the science of tradition to find out what is good for you. Again, 17.9, 17.10, this has given about what is Rajasic Ahar, and 17.10 talks about Tamasic Ahar. So what Bhagavad Gita has said that minimize the Tamasic, optimize the Rajasic, and maximize the Sattvic. That is the mantra. It never said stop eating anything. Food is food. You should eat everything. But what they said that whatever the level you are, you should continue to the upgradation, upward journey. So if you are tamasic, reduce the tamasic, go to the rajasic. If you are rajasic, go towards sattvic. Bhagwan never said that if you are tamasic, you are unpriya to me, you are not priya to me. He said, no, everybody is mine only. Amazing journey. So tamasic is all about what we say the junk kind of food. He has described alcohol, all kind of foods are tamasic. Rajasic is what we like, chatpata, tikha, all those things. So they never said don't eat. Everything has to be the portion, but ultimate journey will be towards sattvic. That is the message. Again, I'm telling you, Bhagavad Gita is not about the religious book. Bhagavad Gita has only given you how one should do what is required in the situation, and that gives the answer. He has not suggested you should eat only sattvic. It has only to the expert and what level of actually wisdom you are, and if you are going towards upward, your journey should go towards that. Now I expect